All right, we want to thank everyone for joining us here for our first post-game press conference of the 2023 CUSA Basketball Championships presented by Total Care. We are joined now by Charlotte head coach Kara Consuegra and guard Deja Lawrence. We'll make sure attending media here in Frisco have the ability to ask their questions first, and then we will move to our Zoom audience. We ask that you please remain on mute until called upon, and please utilize the raised hand function to let us know you have a question for either our head coach or student athlete. And if you don't mind, when you ask your question, please make sure that you announce your name and affiliation. Thank you again for joining, and we appreciate your patience. We'll begin now with an opening statement from Charlotte head coach Kara Consuegra before opening it up to questions.
Really proud of our team. It's been well documented. Our team this year has gone through so much adversity with major injuries. We have 3 major contributors out right now. And it really, and we have several kids that are playing banged up. And it took the toll on us, and we've struggled in the month of February and March. And we had a choice to make today on whether or not we were going to try to finish this thing right, regardless of what we've gone through. And our kids made that choice. They decided to come today and play the way that we're capable of playing. I thought from the very start of the game, we were the aggressor. We were confident. Our effort was off the, it was just off the charts. And, when you get in these situations, preparation is hard. For us, because of our numbers and because of our legs, we can't practice a lot. And so a lot of it for us becomes about mental toughness and effort and trying to make up for our lack of on-court preparation with our mental preparation and our effort. And our kids did that today. And I think, J-Mac and Deja really led us. I mean, those two from the tip, you could see it in their eyes that they wanted to compete. They wanted to win. They wanted to make sure that we got, our program back on the right track with a win. And everybody followed.
Thank you very much. We'll open it up to questions in the room.
Coach, to come back after winning the tournament here last year, you're back out on that court. Did you kind of feel that the girls had that drive in them after the, being in that same environment again?
I do, and we talked about it pregame. We kind of said, look, let's all close our eyes and let's remember the great memories we had this year. And, obviously we're in a different position this year, but it doesn't change that we're one of few teams that have won the championship here. And we needed to have that confidence. And we just, kind of envisioned, what it was like when we cut down the nets and what it felt like, and that we needed to bring that confidence onto the court. And our kids absolutely did.
And we'll go to a question from Zoom. We've got Mike Solarte here. Mike, go ahead.
Thanks very much. This is for Deja. That's a pretty nice stat line there. 27 points, a huge lift. What was going right for you today that the ball just kept falling through for you?
I think just staying composed. One of our messages this year is being composed under pressure. And last game, I think FIU really took me out of my comfort zone. So I made it a choice to just respond, play my game, take my time, and do whatever I need to do to help get the win.
And if I may follow up with Coach, it's a 5-point second quarter that FIU had. Testament to making shots, testament to everybody digging in on defense. I mean, where does that all come from?
Yeah, it certainly started with our defense. Our number one key in the game was to make them execute in the half court. FIU is really good when they get out in transition. They're really good when they turn you over and get easy opportunities, which contributed to our losses to them during the season. But I thought, throughout the game, but particularly in the second quarter, we made them have to execute in the half court and go to their stuff. And when we made them do that, it was really hard for them to score on us. And so that's a credit to our players being locked into the game plan. And it also helped in this game that we had 4 players in double figures. I mean, obviously Deja led us because she is one of the best guards in this league. And as we continue to move into our next conference, she's going to be one of the best guards in the American. I can tell you that right now. But we can't do it by ourselves. And for Maya McGraw to step up and Alicia Wade to step up and for J-Mac to continue to be, the steady presence that she is for us, that's also a big difference for us. When we can get multiple people scoring and share the ball, we're a much, much harder team to beat.
All right, Mike, I see you still got your hand raised. If you have anything else, feel free to jump in there.
Yeah, I didn't want to jump over anybody that else might be in the room. This is my last one for both of you. It's been obviously not the year that you guys had envisioned as a group, but does this kind of take the gorilla off your back a little bit? And you got the win, you're moving into the next round, and can you play a little bit freer as you advance?
Want to start?
Oh, you got it.
You know, I think it certainly feels good to win. We hadn't won in several weeks, and you know, we take a lot of pride in our program. We take a lot of pride in competing and playing with heart and playing with effort. And so much of this season, it's felt like much of that has been taken away from us in terms of not having the bodies and not having the numbers. And so you're right, Mike, it hasn't been the season we envisioned, but we're always going to look at the positive. And, you know, you look at the development of Deja here and what she showed, the player that she is, and you look at the development of our younger kids, you know, we're going to continue to grow. We're going to continue to get better. And we're going to bounce back really, really well from this season. And, you know, I think finishing on a very high note and getting a win and coming back tomorrow and doing everything we can to beat Middle Tennessee, I mean, that's important to us. And it mattered to us, and you could tell that it mattered to our kids today.
Yeah, Coach pretty much summed it up. It definitely, as a player, it gives us the confidence to move on, to know that we can beat Middle Tennessee if we just do what we did today, listen to our coaches, and just believe in ourselves. We'll be straight.
Thanks very much, God.
Thanks, Mike.
Deja, you had a great line on the offensive end. On defense, tied the tournament record, 8 steals today. What was going through your mind today on the defensive end, and how'd you come away with that record?
Yeah, from the tip, I wanted to be defensive minded today because FIU they do really well guarding me. Like last game, I only had 6 points, so I was just like, if my shot's not falling, I'm just going to focus on defense, be everywhere on the boards or everywhere on the floor, gap, help side. I just wanted to be really focused on defense today. So I didn't think I would get 8 steals though, but.
All right. If we have no more questions in here, I want to thank you both for your time and best of luck in the next round.
Thank you.